Now you see from the same page number 5, last paragraph. So he was a very selfish giant. The poor children now had nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of hard stones, and they did not like it. They used to wander round the high wall when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. How happy we were there, they said to each other. So what happened? These poor children, they didn't have any other place to play, so they were very sad. After the school, they tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of big stones, so they could not play on it, and they thought, they remembered that beautiful garden where they used to play happily. So in this manner the giant was very selfish. See the next paragraph. Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossoms and little buds. Only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it, as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. Once a beautiful flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board, it was so sorry for the children that it slipped back into the ground again and went off to sleep. So what happened? No one could enter the garden, neither the children nor the spring. There were no flowers or birds, since the spring refused to enter the garden. So what was the condition of the garden now? There were no flowers or birds. The trees, flowers and birds were very sorry for the children. Thus, there was no liveliness in the garden. See further lines. The only people who were pleased were the snow and the frost. Spring has forgotten this garden, they cried. So we will live here all the year round. The snow covered up the grass with a great white cloak, and the frost painted all the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. He was wrapped in furs, and he rode all day about the garden and blew the chimney pots down. This is a delightful spot, he said. We must ask the hail to visit us. So the hail came. Every day for 3 hours he rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates, and then he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. He was dressed in grey, and his breath was like ice. So children, here some word meaning regarding this paragraph. You can see first one is north wind, means cold winds blowing from north, which brings which brings cold. Second is hail, means small hard balls of ice that fall from sky like rain. Third one, cloak, a long loose garment like overcoat. So in this paragraph, what is described? The condition of the garden when spring refused to enter. Now there were living, who were living there? Only the snow, frost, north wind and hail. So only one who could enter the garden was the winter. It was very cold and lonely inside the garden. No life. The snow covered up the green grass, and the frost covered up the trees and made it silvery. Cold wind blew all day at a great speed. That north wind blew all day in that garden, making it cooler, and it had damaged the chimney pots of the castle. Hail, these snow and frost and north wind, they invited hail. Hailstorm also reached to the garden, and big round balls of ice used to fall from sky like rain for 3 to 4 hours every day. So thus being the roof of the castle.